In today's class, we are going to discuss about direct speech and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech, what kind of questions you will get in exam and how to solve such questions, such bits. Let us understand what is direct and indirect speech first. Hope you remember what you have learnt in your previous classes. Direct speech means reporting the message of the speaker in exact words as spoken by him or her. Whatever the person is speaking, reporting the same words by the speaker, it is called as direct speech. Direct speech, for example, Rama said, he is busy now. If I look in this example, Rama said, he is busy now. The words are written in quotation. You can see the slide here. In this you can see he is busy now. These are the exact words spoken by Rama. What he said he is busy now. In indirect speech, when we change this sentence into indirect speech, it is also called, indirect speech is also called as reported speech. We are reporting what Rama said in our own words. So, how will you report it when you are reporting it? You will say, Rama said that he was busy then. Now, here while reporting, you have to remember that in indirect speech or reported speech, you have to use a conjunction that, you have to change the pronouns and you have to change few words when you are reporting it. Accordingly, they will change. So, now will change to then. Simple present will change to simple past. The tenses will change, pronouns will change. Let us look at some examples and rules how to convert, then we will go into sample questions, what kind of questions can come in your exam. Now, let us look at rule number 1. Direct and indirect, direct to indirect speech conversion. First, the reporting verb changes. When the reporting verb of direct speech is in past tense, then all the present tenses are changed to corresponding past tense in indirect speech. Let us take the example of present tense. In direct speech, the sentence is, she said, I am happy. Here, verb am is in present tense. Now, when you change into indirect speech, you are saying, you are starting the sentence, she said, you have to add the conjunction that, I will change to she, because you are reporting about that person, she, you are changing the pronoun, am will change to was, the tense also will change accordingly, present will change, simple present will change to simple past. And what was she? She was happy. As it is, you have to write. So, there are some rules to change. Always remember, you have to add a conjunction, change the pronoun and change the tense. These are the three things you have to change. If you look in other sample question, he said to her, are you coming to the party? Here, in direct speech, there is a question, are you coming to the party? When such kind of questions are asked, how will you try to solve it? There are 4 options. He asked her whether she was coming to the party. Remember that when questions are there, you do not directly report the same question as it is. You have to change. Remember the rules. Option B, he told her if she was coming to the party. Option C, he asked her if she will be coming to the party. Option D, he asked her if she will be coming to the party. Now, if a direct speech sentence begins with auxiliary verb, here you can see that there is an auxiliary verb, am, is, are, was, were, these are all auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. When you start the sentence, when you are reporting in indirect speech, that auxiliary verb only will become the conjunction. There is no need of using another conjunction. This, along with this verb, you have to the joining clause should be if and whether. Remember the rule, when there is a question or in the direct speech there is auxiliary verb, it is starting with auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb will change to conjunction if or whether. In such type of sentences you have to use if or whether as conjunction. If you look in option 1 or A, he asked her whether she was coming to the party. Are you coming to the party is a question you are asking someone. So, here the reporting verb said to will change to asked. He asked her whether, you will change to she, coming will change to was coming, to the party, are will change to whether she was coming to the party. We can use if also, but if you look in other sentences, he told her, told is used, it is not telling, it is an ask, he was asking, clarifying. So, asked is the suitable reporting verb. So, option B will be eliminated. He asked her if she will be coming to the party. In this option, here she will be coming is used. Future continuous. So, this is wrong, this option is eliminated. In D option, if you look, he asked her if she will be coming to the party. So, here also the verb form is wrong. The correct one is simple past continuous. He asked her whether she was coming to the party. So, option A is the correct option. In the next example, the sage said, God helps those who help themselves. The sage said, God helps those who help themselves. Option A, the sage said that God helps those who help themselves. The sage said that God helped those who helped themselves. Option C, the sage said that God helps those who help themselves. Option D, the sage said God will help those who will help themselves. If you look in this, the tenses of direct speech do not change if the reporting verb is in future tense or present tense. These are here, if you see in this reporting sentence or in direct speech, the verb is in simple present tense. Whenever the verb is in simple present tense in direct speech or in future tense, the verb will not change. We cannot change that into indirect speech. It will remain the same. The verbs will remain same as it is. God, helps, those, who help, themselves. So, only you have to add a conjunction here and remove the quotation marks, and you have to write the sentence in direct speech. The sage said that God helps those who help themselves. Everything will be same as it is without changing any verb. Same verb is used, only you have to add the conjunction that and remove the quotation marks, write in the continuous form in indirect speech. So, correct answer is option A. Next example, please don't go away, she said. Please don't go away, she said. Look at the options. She said to please her and not go away. She told me not to go away. She begged that I not go away. D, she begged me not to go away. Now, if you look at options, she said to please her, not go away. This is something wrong, where grammatically it is not correct. She told me not to go away. If you look here in direct speech, it is starting with please. Please means it is a request. So, when such words are used in indirect speech, in the imperative sentences will change to infinite. It will change into infinite in indirect speech. So, instead of please, you can use begged. You can change the verbs if there is a request or you requested or ordered or suggested or advised, depending on what word is used in direct speech. If it is please, you can use requested. If it is ordered, you can use command. So, depending on imperative sentence, what kind of a mood it is, you can change the verb. She begged me not to go away. It will change to, she will be the same, she begged. Please is there, that is why we are using begged, or we can say, we can write requested also. She begged me not to go away. Don't go away will change to not to go away. So, here the correct option is option D. She begged me or she requested me not to go away. Begged is nothing but requested. Let us look at the next example. Find out the correct indirect speech for the given sentences. Out of 4 options, you have to find any one indirect speech. She said, I have baked a cake. She said, I have baked a cake. Now, option A, she said that she baked a cake. Option B, she said that she had baked a cake. Option C, she said that I baked a cake. Option D, she said that she had baked a cake. Remember the rule. If the verb is in present perfect tense, in indirect speech, it will change to past perfect. Here she said, I have baked a cake. Verb is in present perfect. So, you have to change the verb from present perfect tense to past perfect tense. If you look in option B, you can see that she said that. We are removing the comma and we are adding the conjunction that, and you have to change the pronoun I will change to she, present will tense change to past, have will change to had, baked will be baked perfect, past perfect, a cake. So, option B is the correct option. She said that I baked a cake is wrong. She said that she had baked a cake. Here verb is wrong. So, this option also is wrong. She said that she baked a cake. Here because have is there, you have to change it into had. You cannot use without present, without this verb. So, all these 3 options are wrong. Option B is correct. Choose the correct sentence. Avinash said, what a beautiful rainbow it is. Avinash said, what a beautiful rainbow it is. Now, if you see the sentence in direct speech, it is an exclamatory sentence. Now, look at the options. Avinash exclaimed wonderfully that the rainbow was very beautiful. Option B, Avinash said with wonder that the rainbow was very beautiful. Option C, Avinash exclaimed with wonder that rainbow is very beautiful. Option D, Avinash exclaimed with wonder that the rainbow was very beautiful. So, because it is an exclamatory sentence, you have to use the reported verb as exclaimed. So, here said is there in option B, which is the wrong option. This is eliminated. Now, in A, C and D you have correct reporting verbs. So, let us look at the 3 options and see which is correct. Avinash exclaimed wonderfully that the rainbow was very beautiful. Here wonderfully is used. It is wrong. Grammatically the sentence is wrong. So, option A is eliminated. If we look at option C, Avinash exclaimed with wonder that the rainbow is very beautiful. Avinash exclaimed, option D, Avinash exclaimed with wonder that the rainbow was very beautiful. Here if you see in both this option, the verb is different. Present and past form of verb is used. In C it is and in D option it is was. Here in present indirect speech, present tense is used. So whenever present tense is there in direct speech, in reporting speech or in reported speech or indirect speech, you have to change the tense. It should be changed to was. So option D is the correct answer. Here you may get confused. You need to remember that is should be changed to was. I hope you have understood this. Let us look at another example. The policeman said, "Where are the weapons?" Look at the options. The policeman inquired, "Where was the weapons?" Option B, the policeman inquired, "Where are the weapons?" Option C, the policeman inquired, "Where were the weapons?" Option D, the policeman questioned, "Where were the weapons?" Now here, because it is an interrogative sentence, here reporting verb you can change to inquired. Reporting verb such as said to changes to inquire. Because here said is there in direct speech, we can change the reporting verb into inquired. Now, let us look at the options. Asked or demanded, it can be inquired or asked or demanded. Now, conjunction, no conjunction should be used here, because whenever WH words are used, along with WH words only act as conjunctions. You should never use that or any other conjunction here. So, here you can start the sentence in reported speech. The policeman inquired, "Where?" Report this as conjunction as it is. "Are the weapons?" Are the weapons is given. So, present tense will change to past tense. So, what is the correct option? Are is a plural form here. So, here verb will change into were. The policeman inquired, where were the weapons? You cannot say where are the weapons, because as it is in present tense, this option is wrong. The policeman questioned, where were the weapons? This is also wrong, because inquired is question only. So, the correct option, the best suitable option will be option C. Next example, the teacher said, "Be quiet, boys." Let us look at the options. The teacher said that the boys should be quiet. The teacher called the boys and ordered them to be quiet. Option C, the teacher urged the boys to be quiet. Option D, the teacher commanded the boys that they be quiet. Now, if you look in this sentence, in direct speech, here it is a imperative sentence. It can be request, it can be order, it can be suggestion. You can use any form of verbs, reporting verbs. It can be urged or advised. So, the teacher subject will be same. You are changing the reporting verb said to urge. The teacher is ordering or urging. The teacher urged. To whom the teacher urged? The boys. What she is urging or what she is requesting or what she is ordering? She is ordering them to be quiet. So, if you look here, option C is correct. The teacher said the boys should be quiet. This is wrong. The teacher called the boys and ordered them to be quiet. Option B also is not correct. The teacher commanded the boys that they be quiet. This option also is wrong. The teacher urged the boys to be quiet. The teachers ordered the boys to be quiet. So, you can use a urged as a reporting verb and continue the sentence reporting sentence as, you can report the sentence as the boys to be quiet. So, always remember, in indirect speech is supported by some verbs like requested, ordered or suggested or urge or advise in positive sentence. If it is a negative sentence, you can use forbid or forbade to show the imperative mood. to show according to the mood of the sentence, you can use any kind of reporting verb. Let us look at next example. He said, where shall I be this time next year? He said, where shall I be this time next year? Here modal verb is used, shall, and it's a question. It's starting with WH word. Let us look at the options. He asked that where should he be that time next year. He wondered where he should be that time the following year. Option C, he contemplated where shall he be that time the following year. Option D, he wondered where he would be that time the following year. Now, if you look at the options, you have to change pronouns, you have to change modal auxiliary verb, and you have to change the conjunction. Here conjunction, there is no need of using conjunction because WH word is used. So, the reporting verb can be he said, he is saying, but he is wondering, he is talking about future time, shall is mentioned, this shall, will and shall be used in future time. So, in future you do not know what is going to happen, so you will wonder about the future. So, let us eliminate asked and contemplated, these two options, because we have wondered as correct options. Let us look at B and D options and see which is the suitable one out of these two. He wondered where he should be that time the following year. Shall is not changed to should. Because it is future, you will change shall into would, where he would. I is changed to pronoun, I is changed to he. Shall modal verb is changed to would. This will change to that time. We are talking about this time, but when you are reporting in indirect speech, this will change to that. And next year, always remember that there are some words which are changed from direct to indirect speech. Now will change to then, ago will change to before, this will change to that. So, here also we are changing this to that, and next year will change to following year. Next year will change to following year. Option D is the most suitable option here in this choice. So, these are the things you should remember which changes it from direct speech to indirect speech. Now becomes then, here becomes there, ago becomes before, thus become so, just becomes immediately, today becomes that day, tomorrow becomes the next day, this becomes that, yesterday becomes the day before, these become those, come becomes go, hence becomes next week, or next month becomes following week or following month or following year. So, here we have used following year in this example. Let us look at the next example. Rajesh said, I bought a car yesterday. Rajesh said, I bought a car yesterday. Now, if you look at this sentence, it is in the direct speech is in past tense, I bought a car yesterday. Look at the options. Rajesh said that I have bought a car the previous day. Rajesh told that he had bought a car yesterday. Rajesh said that he had bought a car the previous day. Option D, Rajesh said that he bought a car the previous day. Always remember the rules of conversion. Time should be changed, okay, along with the reporting verb, conjunction, pronouns, you have to change the time also. So, here time is yesterday, yesterday will change to previous day. Just now we have discussed yesterday becomes day before or previous day. So, we have to change the time here. Rajesh said that, remove the comma and add the conjunction that. Rajesh said that, conjunction you are adding, you are changing the pronoun. I is changed to he. Bought a car yesterday will change to previous day. Now, here the options are: Rajesh said that he had bought a car the previous day. Rajesh told that he had bought a car yesterday. Because here time is not changed, this option is wrong. Rajesh said that I have bought a car, have is used, this option also is wrong. Rajesh said that he bought a car, you are changing again, past tenses should be changed to past perfect, this option also is wrong. So, option C is correct here. Rajesh said that he had bought a car the previous day. Next question. She said to him, why don't you go together? She said to him, why don't you go together? Again you have interrogative sentence and direct speech. Options: she said to him that, why he don't go today? Option B, she asked him if he was going that day. She asked him why he did not go today. Option D, she asked him why he did not go that day. She asked him why he did not go that day. Now remember, you have to change the reporting verbs. She will be she, said to will change to ask. So here in option A, said to is there. So you can eliminate this option A. Asked, asked, asked. Now we are left with 3. Let us look which is the suitable one out of 3. Asked him if he is given here in option B. In option C, why he did not go there, why he did not go that day is mentioned. So if you remember, in interrogative sentences we have discussed this, the WH word will act as conjunction. So there is no need of conjunction here, that this option is wrong. Here conjunction if is there, you are not suggesting, you are asking. So this option also is wrong, that should be why only. The conjunction should be why only in the reporting speech. She asked him why he did not go today. Today you cannot ask because today will change to that day. So the correct option is D. So you are changing said to ask, reporting verb is changing, don't is changed to did not, you is changed to he, and today becomes that day. These are the 4 things you have to change. Reporting verb, don't, which is in present tense, should be changed to past tense, did. Pronoun is changed, you is changed to he. Today, time is changing, today is changed to that day. Let us look at next example. Dhoni said, bravo, Virat, you have done well. Look at the options. Dhoni exclaimed with joy that Virat had done well. Option B, Dhoni called Virat and exclaimed that he had done well. C, Dhoni congratulated Virat saying that he had done well. Dhoni praised Virat for his having done well. Now in these options you can see bravo is used. It's an exclamatory sentence because exclamatory mark is there and exclamation is used, bravo. Bravo means congratulating someone. So here in this options A, B and D we can see the reporting verb exclaimed is used and praised is used. So no need of using this options we can eliminate. If you look at sentence C or option C, the correct reporting verb is congratulated. Dhoni congratulated whom? Virat. What did he say? You have done well, saying that he had done well. Have is changed to had. Present perfect is changed to past perfect. Well will be well. So option C is the correct option here. This sentence takes told as reporting verb in reported speech. Option A, he said, may I come in? Option B, Neena said to Sonal, let me invite you. Chetan said, "Hooray, I got it." Azad said to Rajesh, "I am happy with you." Now here you can see two sentences. One sentence, the sentence C is exclamatory sentence. How to solve this kind of such kind of questions? Let us look at options. First one, may I come in? A option, may I come in? Whenever such kind of questions are there, yes or no type of questions are there, always reporting verb should be asked. He asked, may I come in? You cannot say, he said, may I come in? Next, let. Second option, Neena said to Sonal, let me invite you. Whenever imperative sentences are starting with let, you have to use reporting verb as suggested or proposed. Exclamatory sentences are there. In that, reporting verb should be exclaimed. Chetan exclaimed, Dhoni exclaimed, etc. Whenever assertive sentences are there, you should use told. Said to changes to told. So here correct reporting verb here, told, is used in option 4. Azad said to Rajesh, I am happy with you. Azad told Rajesh that he was happy with him. Option D is the correct option. So this sentence takes told as reporting verb. Look at the sentences, whether it is assertive, imperative, exclamatory, or it's a interrogative sentence. Depending on the sentence, you have to change the reporting verb. Assertive sentences takes told as reporting verb. Option 2, second question, he said to me, close the door please. In the above sentence, reporting part is, which is the reporting part? Option A, he said to me. Option B, close the door please. Option C, 1 and 2. Option D, none of these. Now, if you look at the sentence, close the door please, and he said to me, there are two parts. He said to me and close the door please. Whenever we write anything in quotations, that is reported speech. We use reported speech, we use quotations to write reported speech. So always reported speech is written in quotation marks. What is reported? Reported part will be he said to me. So the correct answer is he said to me. Option A is the correct one. The reporting part is he said to me. What is reported is the actual words of the speaker is written in quotation marks. Next question. It gives the substance of the speaker's actual words. What are the speaker's actual words? Where it is used? In direct speech, active voice, indirect speech, passive voice. Speaker's actual words are spoken in indirect speech. It is summarized. Will inform them, will report them that so and so person said like this or told like this. So the summarization comes in indirect speech. Correct option is option C, indirect speech. Actual production of the speaker's words is called actual production of speaker's word. Whatever speaker is speaking, the actual word is spoken in which speech? Direct speech, indirect speech, active speech, or passive voice. What kind of, which option is correct? The option correct is direct speech. Always it is used in quotation marks. The actual production of speaker's words, whatever the speaker is speaking, it is quoted, and that is called as direct speech. So the correct option here is A. These pronouns remain unchanged in the indirect speech. Which pronouns remains unchanged in the indirect speech? Option A, pronoun of first person. Option B, pronouns of second person. Option C, pronouns of third person. Option D, all the above. Remember the rules of conversion of pronouns. The first person changes as per the subject. I, me, mine, we, us, our. The second person also changes as per the object in the reported speech. You, your, yours. Third person doesn't change. he, she, it, they will be as it is. Whatever is used in direct speech, in indirect speech also they will remain same, they will not be changed. So option C is correct. Pronouns of third person. First person pronouns will change, will get converted. Second person pronouns will change, but in third person the pronouns there is no conversion, they doesn't change. So option C is the correct answer. The first person, the direct speech changes as per the subject of the speech. Direct speech to indirect speech. Example, he said, I am in class 12th. In indirect speech will write, he says that he was in class 12th. So here if you see, I is changed to he. This is first person. We are changing the pronoun I to he. First person example. If you look at second person example, she says to them, you have done your work. Here in this direct speech, you is the pronoun used. Now in indirect speech, we are changing you to that. Here the pronoun is changing, second person. But in third person, he says she dances well. He says that she dances well. Same, pronoun is not changed. So in third person, the pronouns are not changed, they remains the same. Next question. This is used as conjunction to change yes or no type of questions in the indirect speech. Remember, we have discussed about yes or no questions earlier in this episode. So yes or no questions, when yes or no questions are there, may I come in? Will you please get me a glass of water? So such kind of questions where the answer is yes or no. What option do you use here? What conjunction you will use here? Option A, that. Option B, if or whether. Option C, to. Option D, WH words. Always the rule is, whenever yes or no kind of questions are there, you have to use if or whether as conjunction. For example, she said, will you come to the party? Answer will be, yes I will, or no I will not. So how will you change in indirect speech? She asked whether she would come for the party. So along with yes or no kind of question, you are using the conjunction whether. Remember this rule. The present tense of the reported speech does not change if it expresses. The present tense of reported speech does not change. Remember, all the tenses change, but the present tense in the reported speech, if they are universal truth or habitual truth or scientific fact, they will never change, they will remain unchanged. Always the present tense in universal truth and habitual truth or scientific facts will be same, they will not take in any changes, the verb will not change. The tenses of direct speech do not change if the reporting verb is in future tense or present tense. For example, she says or she will say, she is going. If it is says or if it is will, if it is present tense or if it is future tense, the verb will be same as it is. You should never change the verb remains same. Only you have to change the reported, only you have to write as it is. She says she is going, she will say she is going. The verbs will never change, present and future tense verbs will never change. So all the above options, option D is the correct one. Universal truth, habitual truth and scientific facts will remain unchanged. Next question, the word just is changed as dash in the indirect speech. Remember, we have discussed few words changes according to time, change in time. If it is just will change to what? Is it then? Is it before? Is it immediately? Is it first? Now will change to then, ago will change to before, just will change to immediately. I will just come, I will immediately come, I will just call, I will immediately call, I shall immediately call. So always remember the rule, whenever just is there, it will change to immediately. Next kind of sample questions. Again you will get two statements A or B. Out of that you have to identify whether option A, statement A is correct, statement B is correct, both are correct, or both are incorrect, which is wrong. Let us look at the first sample. He said that she was his mother. He said that she was his mother. Statement B, he said that she is his mother. Sentence A is correct, sentence B is correct, both A and B are correct, both A and B are incorrect. Now you have to follow few tips to remember to solve such kind of questions. Always remember few things. Blood relation should always be written in present tense. When we are talking about any blood relation, mother, father, brother, sister, any relationship, always they should be written in present tense. It cannot be changed to past tense. So here A is wrong, B is correct. So answer is 2. Option 2, B is correct, statement A is wrong. Next question. Vasudha asked that who Sudha was. Vasudha asked that who Sudha was. Statement 2 or B. Nikita told me that I am a fool. Now which sentence is correct and which is wrong? Sentence A is correct, sentence B is correct, both A, B are correct, both A, B are incorrect. Now remember the rule again, along with WH words, you should not use that. Whenever the sentence is starting with there is a question, you should not use that. So indirect speech, am is changed to was. Correct option is both are correct. Vasudha asked that who Sudha was, Nikita told that, both are, option 4 is correct because in indirect speech am is changed to was. Here am is not changed. So both the sentences are wrong. Here who is used along with the conjunction where you should not use who. Next, Nikita told me that I am a fool. Nikita told me that I was a fool. You have to change the verb here, but verb is not changed. So both are incorrect sentence. So option D is correct one. My teacher told me you can do it. Statement B, my teacher told me that I could do it. Now in this examples, which one is incorrect and which one is correct? If you look at the sentence grammatically, my teacher told me you can do it. Option A. In statement B, my teacher told me that I could did it. Here both the past tense are used. I could did it is wrong. You cannot use both past tense. So option B is statement B is incorrect. First statement A, my teacher told me you can do it is correct. It is grammatically correct. But here two verbs which are in past tense are used. Could, did it. Cannot be written together. You should use could do it. My teacher told me that I could do it. Shanti said to Mohan, let me help the needy. Now imperative sentences. Let me help the needy. A, statement A. Shanti, statement B. Shanti suggested to Mohan that she should help the needy. If you look at both the sentences, both the sentence, one is in direct speech, the other one is in indirect speech. Shanti said to Mohan, let me help the needy. Shanti suggested to Mohan that she should help the needy. Both are correct. So option 3 is the correct. Both statements are correct here. Next kind of sample questions. Out of 4 options, whether there is an error in any part of the sentence, or which, if it is there is an error in which part of the sentence, whether it is 1, 2 or 3 or 4, no error, you have to identify. Let us look at the first example. Newton said that the earth was a big magnet. No error. Newton said that the earth was a big magnet. Just now we have discussed, whenever we talk about universal facts or habitual facts or scientific facts, they should be in present tense, they should not be in past tense. So here if you look at the sentence, was is used. Here the helping verb, linking verb is in past tense, which is wrong. You should say that Newton said that the earth is a big magnet. So was is wrong, is a big magnet is correct. There is a mistake in third part of the sentence. So correct answer is option is 3, number 3. Next question. Tony asked Mercy that he might know her name or no error. Tony asked Mercy that he might know her name, no error. Always remember in indirect speech we change. Tony asked Mercy, he is asking something. So when we are asking, we use if or whether. That conjunction is not used. If he might know her name. So there is a mistake in the second part of the question, sentence. Second part of the sentence. Here conjunction that is used. There is no need of that. You should, because it is asking, you should use the conjunction if or whether. Tony asked Mercy if he might know her name. So there is a mistake in second part of the sentence. Next example. He requested to me to close the door. He requested to me to close the door. He requested is the first part, to me is the second part, to close the door, and option 4 is no error. Is there any error or is there no error? If you focus at this sentence, you can see that he requested, subject and main verb, to me is there. Always remember, whenever there is a request, along with requested, you should not use to. Do not use to. He requested me directly. You should say he requested me to close the door. There is no need of using the conjunction to me. Always with requested, to conjunction will not be used. Only me you should say. He requested me to close the door. There is a mistake in second part of the sentence. And today's class was useful to you. Thank you very much.